Welcome back to Mamakitt666. Today we are playing Skyrim. In the last episode we joined the Nightingales. In this episode we are taking on the leader of the Thieves Guild and possibly becoming one ourselves. I left immediately and teleported somewhere closer. It'll probably just be faster to go by foot, if I'm honest. I traveled to the destination and messed around a little bit trying to figure out how to get inside. Speak to Carlia. I had to travel deep inside to find Carlia.
Mercer's been here. I hope we aren't too late. Brynjolf and I found them like that. Mercer's doing. We have to catch up to him before it's too late. We should tread carefully. I wouldn't be surprised if he's left behind a few surprises for us.
We went inside and had a surprise waiting for us.
What's that? It's Mercer. Look, down there.
I'm on it, lass. Damn it, there's no way through.
With that said, we found our own way through. You guys ready?
He's here, and he hasn't seen us yet. Brynjolf, watch the door.
Aye, lass. Nothing's getting by me.
Climb down that ledge. See if you can...
Carlia, when will you learn you can't get the drop on me? When Brynjolf brought you before me, I could feel a sudden shift in the wind. And at that moment, I knew it would end with one of us at the end of a blade. What's Carlia been filling your head with? Tales of thieves with honor? Oaths ripe with falsehoods and broken promises? Nocturnal doesn't care about you, the key, or anything having to do with the guild. Revenge, is it? Have you learned nothing from your time with us?
Nope.
When will you open your eyes and realize how little my actions differ from yours? Both of us lie, cheat, and steal.
You stabbed me. But you stabbed me. But you stabbed me.
It's clear you'll never see the skeleton key as I do, as an instrument of limitless wealth. Instead, you've chosen to fall over your own foolish code.
But you stabbed me.
Then the die is cast, and once again my blade will taste nightingale blood.
Long story short, I killed him.
Something must have fallen on the other side of the doors because it isn't moving.
We have to find another way out of here before the place fills with water.
Come on, this way, you guys. The water rose, and we found our way out.
I can't believe it's over. 25 years in exile, and just like that, it's done. All that remains is to ensure the safe return of the skeleton key. I'm afraid it's not that simple. When the skeleton key was stolen from the Twilight Sepulchre, our access to the inner sanctum was removed. The only way to bring it back will be through the Pilgrim's Path. It wasn't created for the Nightingales. It was created to test those who wish to serve Nocturnal in other ways. As a consequence, I have no knowledge of what you'll be facing. Brynjolf is needed back at the Thieves Guild to keep order while you're away. And I can't bear to face Nocturnal after my failure to protect the key. I'm afraid you'll have to face the end of your journey alone. Take this with you. I'm not certain if it will help within the walls of the Sepulchre, but I certainly don't need it as much as you. I've had this bow almost my entire life, and it's never let me down. I hope it brings you the same luck.
With that complete, I figured it was time to go back to the guild. Apparently I had a mission there, to give the eyes to Delvin.
Sure, we can talk.
What's going on?
Need some gun. Looking for work. Well, I was looking for this. If you happen across any other unusual trinkets like this, be sure to bring them to me. By the 8, you actually got your hands on it. This alone is worth more than some thieves earn in a lifetime.
With that complete, it was time to head towards the Twilight Sepulchre. There's so much space to ride. Crossing land and mountain, I found myself at the Twilight Sepulchre. Okay.
I don't recognize you, but I sense that you're one of us. Who are you? The last of the Nightingale Sentinels, I'm afraid. I've defended the Sepulchre alone for what seems like an eternity. We were betrayed by one of our own kind. In fact, I'm to blame for what's happened here. I was blinded by dark treachery masquerading as friendship. Perhaps if I had been more vigilant, then Mercer Frey wouldn't have lured me to my fate and stolen the skeleton key.
You're Gallus.
I haven't heard that name in a long time. How do you know of me? The key! You have the skeleton key! I never thought I'd see it again. And Mercer Frey? Then it's over, and my death wasn't in vain.
Oh.
I owe you a great deal, Nightingale.
Aww.
You've done the Guild a great deal, and although they may not show it, I'm certain they appreciate your sacrifices. My only regret is that you had to undertake this task alone. Carlia? She's still alive? I feared she'd befallen the same fate, ending up a victim of Mercer's betrayal. Nothing would bring me more pride than to return the key, but I'm afraid it's impossible. From the moment I arrived here, I felt myself, well, dying. The Sepulchre isn't merely a temple or a vault to house the key. Within these walls is the Ebonmere, a conduit to Nocturnal's realm of Everglow. When Mercer stole the key, that conduit closed, severely limiting our ties to her.
Of course.
I'm afraid so. I'm weakening, and I can feel myself slipping away. The years without restoration of my power have taken their toll. Whatever damage has been caused can only be corrected by following the Pilgrim's path to the Ebonmere and replacing the key. Good luck, Nightingale.
I followed the pilgrim's path and found myself in the bottom of a well, where a cutscene surprised me. Excuse me? I returned the key and got to feast my eyes upon her for the first time. Nocturnal. My god.
What do we have here? It's been a number of years since I've set foot on your world. Or perhaps it's been moments. One tends to lose track. So, once again, the key has been stolen, and a champion returns it to the sepulchre. Now that the Ebonmere has been restored, you stand before me awaiting your accolades. A pat on your head, a kiss on your cheek. What you fail to realize is your actions were expected and represent nothing more than the fulfillment of your agreement. Don't mistake my tone for displeasure. After all, you've obediently performed your duties to the letter. But we both know this has little to do with honor and oaths and loyalty. It's about the reward.
No.
The prize. Fear not. You'll have your trinkets, your desire for power, your hunger for wealth. I bid you to drink deeply from the Ebonmere mortal, for this is where the agent of Nocturnal is born.
Nice.
The oath has been struck, the die has been cast, and your fate awaits you in the Everglow. Farewell, Lady Ware. See to it that you stay this time, won't you?
I'm glad you were able to bring the key back safely. Nocturnal seemed quite pleased with your efforts. I wouldn't take that to heart. It's her way. Think of her as a scolding mother continually pushing you harder to be successful, outwardly sounding angry, but silently content. I assure you, if she'd been displeased with you, we wouldn't be having this conversation. The circles at the base of the Ebonmere imbue you with powers befitting a Nightingale agent. The crescent moon represents the agent of shadow, the half moon for the agent of subterfuge, and the full moon for the agent of strife. This is Nocturnal's way of maintaining balance. If you ever feel the need to change your abilities, you can return to the sepulchre and step onto a different circle. Be warned that once you've chosen, you can't reselect for at least a day. Now, your life as a Nightingale begins. Should the need arise, you'll be summoned to the sepulchre in order to defend it. The guild has welcomed.
With that, I went back to the guild. I wanted to check out my status and check on everybody.
What do you want, Cat? It's good to see you in one piece, lass. I just wanted to give you a proper thank you for everything you... The guild is back on its feet again, and on its way to a prosperous future. What's become of the skeleton key? That's it then. After all those years of helplessly watching the guild decline. But enough of that. I'm confident that with you in charge, we'll soon have more gold than we could possibly spend.
Yeah.
I'll be down here, trying to coordinate everything with Delvin and Vex, to make sure the coin keeps flowing, and no one skins. If you still feel like doing some jobs, I'm sure Delvin and Vex have more than their fair share to give out. Either way, it's been a pleasure, my friend. Here's to the future of the guild. May it last another 1,000 years.
Well, I think I'm gonna call that an episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a good day, y'all.